5, 10 years ago to where you are now? Is there somebody that actually influenced you a lot?
I'll be honest with you, Alex. So I'm one of those people who don't get influenced very easily, especially when it comes to online identities and celebrities. I would say, I have been through a very dark time in the past 2 or 3 years. And when my son was born, it completely changed my life. So I would say
Mm.
that because of him, I want to become a better person. I want to grow
Ah.
in life. So I could say that he is my reason, my purpose, my
I
mentor.
love it.
Let's go.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. So we have here today with our episode of AI Stars, we have somebody that you know, that you love. He's the orange boy. He is Sutra. So I'm happy to have him here. Sutra, give us a warm welcome to our people following this.
Thank you so much, Alex, for having me here. This is my first podcast ever, so I'm a bit anxious. So if I fuck up anything, so please bear with me.
Okay. You
But I'm
cannot post
very
this video on
excited.
YouTube. Probably they're going to rate me for like obscure language, something like that. But it's fine. We're not going to publish it on YouTube. It's okay. At this point, like, the people on X are going to love us, so that's
But
okay.
like this is how I talk. So maybe we can in the post edit you can like add a beep whenever
No,
I
sir. No,
like.
sir. We're gonna keep it like this, like non-family friendly. And by the way, folks, if you're seeing this with the post editing, that's how Copy Sutra looks like. The green cap, with the orange, that's literally him as a person. Okay, so don't ask questions about like, hey, is that the real? Yeah, he is the cartoon guy that you see every day. That's how he looks in real life. That's how he goes and works at the office.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that one day when he's going to be like at 100,000 followers after like a couple of months, maybe he will show his face. We'll see.
Yeah, just maybe.
Maybe.
Like even then, that's a maybe.
Right. All right. So I have here a few questions so we can talk about today, just to vibe a bit, just to see, just for the folks out there to see a bit like who you are, how you think as a person, not as the AI guy, not as the prompt developer and all of this good stuff. So I want us to just basically talk like humans. Now, one of the things, right? So that was curious to know because you had a pretty good progress. I mean, you started this, you went viral a few times, you grew super fast, like 10,000 followers. I think it was like in 3 months. So admirable work, man. But the
Thanks,
real
man.
question is, how did you decide in the first place to become a solopreneur? Because that's not something for everybody, right? You're like, I don't know, when did this happen? What was the process behind it? If you want to share it with us.
Okay, so the thing is that I started my entrepreneurial journey long back in 2016. I was working as a software engineer in a top IT firm, and I did not like my job at all, and the workplace was toxic. I did not want to work here. I was actually comfortable doing a 9 to 5 job. So the so entrepreneurship thing that came on to me by chance and by force actually. I did not want to get into it, but I did not have any other option. So I quit my job, and while doing my job, I started working with my friend. But like the first business I did, that was not I did not do it as a solopreneur. So that was a
Mm-hmm.
partnership. The solopreneur thing that it came on later on when I started freelancing. So in 2016, I left my job. I started a business with my friend. We did it for like 2 or 3 years. First, we started selling products online, just like a like e-commerce dropshipping business model, and
Yeah.
then we started a social media marketing agency where we used to serve the similar type of clients who are also building their own e-commerce businesses,
I
right?
see.
And then after that something happened, and I thought that okay, I'm not able to manage this, and I will go solo and start a thing of my own. So the first thing that came into my mind is freelancing, because while doing those two kind of businesses, I had deep interest in designing graphics, because I was designing a
Mm-hmm.
lot of advertisements for my clients and a lot of social media graphics for the clients. And
Yeah.
so I thought, okay, I will start freelancing as a graphic designer. So I did it for like 2 or 3 years, and then crypto came in, and
Yeah.
yeah, so
Crypto bro.
yeah, crypto bro. So I turned, so side by side, I thought that okay, let's start learning more about crypto then, because I wanted to invest in crypto. So without learning about it, I couldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that the best way to learn is to teach the same thing. So I started a blog, and whatever I used to learn about crypto, I started posting about it, and a lot of people, they started like relating to the stuff that I was sharing, and I started doing this on a Web3 social platform. It was called Leo Finance back then. I think they have recently rebranded themselves to something else. I don't know,
Yeah.
but so from that platform, I started getting requests from other crypto projects for writing blogs for them, for writing newsletters for them. And that is when I pivoted from a freelance graphic designer to a freelance writer. And,
I see.
and yeah,
Like
at that,
graphic designer, copywriter, the man does it all, folks. You can see like he's actually multi-talented. He's not just an orange guy drinking orange juice.
yeah. So, so I thought that okay, I know graphic design. At When I was doing my first business, I also used to write a lot of product descriptions. So at that moment, I did not know that that was called copywriting, writing product copies. And after like getting a few gigs in with some crypto projects, I realized that okay, copywriting is a very valuable skill, high value skill. So I thought, why not get into it and start learning more about it. So I started following
Mhm.
uh, some cool copywriters on Twitter, and
Mhm.
that is how I got into Twitter. Um so last year in October, I thought that okay, fine, I would. So now that I am a freelancer, why not start building my own personal brand? Uh,
Exactly. So this was the next question that I wanted to ask you because, I wanted to know a bit like your origins. How does one wake up in the morning and decide, like I want to be a solopreneur. Enough of this 9 to 5. So because for the people out there, like maybe some people are on the fence. They're like, should I change? Should I stay in my 9 to 5? I don't know. So that's why I like to get a bit of the origin story, how all of this started. And then this would be like the next step because with personal branding, and you did an amazing job with this. I'm pretty sure people would love to know a bit like how did you manage? What was the mindset behind it? Because again, you blew up and it was really consistent. You're one of those people, who I could always recognize with the orange. So you did like an amazing job with the branding. But in
yeah.
general, though, could you maybe share with us a few of the ideas or like what was the strategy, for example, right, when you started this to build like a powerful brand, right? Like exactly what you did.
Okay. So the thing was that uh, when I started my Twitter journey in October, I was posting about my uh, freelancing stuff as a Web3 writer or a copywriter. At that moment, I did not realize that uh, how much big of it can become in the future. And suddenly, I saw that okay, ChatGPT came into the picture in I guess it was 30th November. It was
Yeah.
released, and I started looking into it, more of it after that. And because of ChatGPT, uh, I started uh, getting some cool gigs on Upwork, because the thing was that uh, before ChatGPT, I used to send one or two proposals in a day, but because
Yeah.
ChatGPT can do it much faster and a better job at building proposals for me, I was sending like up to five proposals in a day.
Ooh,
So
okay. You see, automation, folks,
yeah,
brings you money. Uh-huh.
yeah. So at that moment, I thought that okay, this is like I'm sitting on a gold mine, and maybe this could be the next step for me moving forward, because like the crypto was going through a very bad time. The bear market is
Mm.
still going on, and I thought that okay, my brand as Sutra is as a Web3 writer is fine. So let's explore this opportunity even more. and then I stopped, uh, I stopped posting online about Web3. I stopped posting about
Mhm.
crypto, and then I was like in a dilemma whether to pivot or not. And then I saw a few people like AI Solopreneur, their accounts were like flying here and there within a few
Yeah, it was
months.
crazy. The first wave of like the AI people was like wild. Like you have like Paul, you have AI Solopreneur. I
Yeah,
think also Moritz Kremb and a couple of others. They were just like going viral every day, just like making a thread about, hey, these are the 10 new AI tools. Boom, 500,000 views, 2 million views. Just like it's wild the stuff that was happening in February or like April or something like that. Yeah, yeah, I saw
yeah.
that too.
Yeah. So that is when I decided to pivot. And for like the first 1 or 2 months, I sat sat on my computer and decided, okay, how my brand is going to look like. Uh, in fact, like even when I started creating content about crypto and blockchain, even that moment, my DP and my branding was pretty much similar. But then I thought that, okay, how I can take it to the next level. So I wanted to
Hmm.
come as a very friendly and energetic person. That is how actually I am in my life, or at least I want to be.
I can confirm
So
this, people. For the people like following us from home who are listening to this, I can confirm he's exactly like that. The
yeah.
orange man.
Yeah. So I sat on my computer and I thought, okay, why orange color? Like which color I want to represent myself as. So if you go into the psychology behind this color, the orange color, it comes as very energetic, very friendly vibe it has. So I wanted to have the same vibe, and that is why. And one more thing, like when you scroll down on your like feed, you see a lot of blues, you see a lot of red, you
Yeah.
see a lot of blacks, but the orange color, it's not very common. Not many people are going to use it.
Because it's a
So I
very powerful
thought,
color. Like, yeah, like it's like like you can mix it also like with fire and stuff, but it needs to be on point because otherwise like it's really a punch in the eye, which that's why I was asking this question because I think you pulled it out perfectly, because yes, it's orange and it's a bit very strong. I wouldn't, for example, combine orange with tech because I also studied a
yeah.
bit like psychology of colors, but you pull it in a nice way because like it's orange but like with friendliness, and then you put the fire and stuff and it's just like,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that was the idea behind it. And I think that was one of my differentiating factors also, because whenever people see orange and they immediately think about me, like at least in the AI community, this is what I have been able to achieve with this thing, with my branding, that wherever they see orange color and or wherever they see my tweets, they they expect that it's going to be fun, it's going to be friendly, it might be some kind of a value hidden in there. So that was yeah, so that was my idea behind designing this brand in the first place.
That makes a lot of sense. I love that you went through the process because I think also for a lot of people, right, they would love to understand this better because as you can see, folks, there is strategy to it. So if you want to do personal branding, what we can learn from here is like it's not just about, like choose randomly a couple of colors and you just shoot it. Like
Yeah,
here, Sutra did a specific research on this. I can tell you the same when you look at my colors with like my branding. I have like black and gold and yellow. And you have these like themes of like the space, the brain, because the idea is to give people something solid, something high quality. Like when you see gold and yellow, well, you have a certain expectation. So this is why do your research on colors. It's something very important to pull it off right, because then you get recognized. Like
yeah,
again, like we can see like the orange of Sutra where he puts it in his post, or like my black and gold. You want to have something like this. It's a very powerful asset if you post
yeah.
on the internet every day. So
So
nice one
even
on that.
like, even if I talk about your brand, like black and gold, these are like premium colors, and you work with entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, and
Yeah,
you are like selling them high ticket, uh, right, high ticket
consulting. Yeah,
services.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those colors, they match with that in that sense, right?
Yep.
So that is what you can expect while you are looking at those colors. That is the feel you get from those colors. So I think that is appropriate for your brand also.
Exactly. This is why, like, I just wanted to also for the folks out there, to think about this because I see some colors sometimes out there, and they're a bit like they're not bad, but like they can be better if you use a bit of research. I mean, just ask ChatGPT. It's that simple nowadays. So
Exactly. I do
yeah,
that all the time. Like now you have Chat GPT Vision also. So you can literally get the
I'm
whole
working on
analysis
this.
done.
I'm doing this weekend, man. I have like some banger posts from tomorrow because I waited for like I was I think one of the last ones that gave me access to it. I was
Same
seeing
here.
posts left
Same
and
here, Alex.
right, man. People posting and going viral. It's like, oh, ChatGPT Vision can do this, and I was like, yeah, cool guys, enjoy it. And I was like, ah, now I finally get it. Nobody's gonna care about my post, but it's okay. We persist. We don't give up.
Yep.
Now, another question that would be I would love to know. Is there a specific mentor or like a major influence that you had in your journey, right? Again, if we talk about like business or the 9 to 5 or your general like growth journey, right? As a person from where you were, I don't know, like 5, 10 years ago to where you are now, is there somebody that actually influenced you a lot?
I'll be honest with you, Alex. So I'm one of those people who don't get influenced very easily, especially when it comes to online identities and celebrities. I would say, like, I have been through a very dark time in the past 2 or 3 years. And when my son
Mm-hmm.
was born, it completely changed my life. So I would say
Mm.
that because of him, I want to become a better person. I want to grow
Ah.
in life. So I could say that he is my reason, my purpose, my
I
mentor.
love it. I
Yep.
love it.
So
This
I
is
cannot,
nice, man.
yeah, I cannot say that, okay, this person has influenced me to become a better person or to start my brand, uh, because I already knew that the value of building an audience, online audience is great, but I was not doing it. I was not trying to become a better person. I was not going to do a workout. But as soon
Mm-hmm.
as my son came into the world, my life, I thought that, okay, now I this is shit is getting serious. I have to become a great example for him.
Yeah.
And that is why I think I am progressing in life, and he literally saved my life, man.
Man, that's such a great story. Like for all the people out there, for even like people who don't have children, I'm one of them. But I mean, again, this is such a nice thing, to be grateful for and to realize, how much impact it can have on your life. Like you don't need, I don't know, like some famous guru or coach. Sometimes you just need a person right next to you, that gives you that push to be better. For example, I
Yeah.
would have in my case my little sister, but
Yeah.
it's such a nice story. Like I love it. So, and the thing is, it worked because yeah, like
Yep.
you grew the brand, you were like really successful, you grew out really fast. So I'm kind of curious at this point. Maybe we can also like learn what was from your perspective. What was the first maybe big success that you had, on this journey of like the rebranding or the AI, copy Sutra, where like you're like, this is gonna work. This is something good here. Was there any of these moments?
Yeah. Okay. So I remember I had this chat with a very renowned ghostwriter on Twitter. His name is Tanmay, and he was the guy who made me realize that I'm not building a brand. I'm building a
Mm.
commodity account. So at that moment, it really hit me that, okay, I am doing a lot of stuff. I'm posting a lot of content. And at first, I was doing it for fun. I did not have any idea in my mind, a grand idea in my mind that, okay,
Yeah.
I will turn this into a full-fledged business. But he made me realize that, okay, if you post 10 top tools to improve your productivity, this is not going to work. You are not providing any value. You are just selling cheap dopamine to people, and in return you are getting the same dopamine hit for yourself. The number of
Ah.
followers you are getting, that's great. They look great on your profile, but to be honest, they will not turn into fans, or they will not buy stuff from you. They don't care about you, they don't know you. So, and obviously, like, you cannot build a solid brand in just 4 months. You can build a great following in 4 months, but it will take some more effort and probably a few years. And I think that was the one of the pivotal moment in my journey, and I would consider that as a huge milestone, because he made me realize that, okay, if I want to turn this into a serious business, I want to get my shit together, and I need to start. posting valuable content. I need to start helping people. I need to start solving their problems. Not like not post for the sake of getting them followers or comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's a great mindset, man. I really vibe with that because that's how pretty much I started from the beginning.
yeah,
Where like that was, for example, one of my moments of revelation where like with my first 40 followers, I managed to make like my first $20 because I made a guide, like how to use, AI for graphic design and stuff like that. And people bought it. And I was like, I never did social media my whole life. This was like 4 months ago. I never made any online dollars. And I was talking with my mom on the sofa and I get this notification like, hey, you just made like $7. And I was like, what is this? Like, what the hell? And then I was like, okay, this was useful to people actually. They bought it. It's not that they just follow you, they press a like. It's a very different feeling. For example, even with my high ticket clients, right? When I get a payment of like $1,000, like $1,500, what I mean? That takes something. Like you have to give them a certain amount of value. You have to give them a certain amount of like authority, trust. So that's why it's like I think the mindset that change that you had will serve you very well for the future because there are accounts who are like even bigger than you, much bigger than you, and I see them. They're kind of failing on this because yes, you get this huge following, but none of the people are invested. They get dopamine from you. They don't care more
yeah,
about you. Meanwhile, you have these people who are like a much smaller following, and they get engaged audience, right? They're going to read your newsletter. They're going to talk with you. They want to give you ideas. They're going to join your Discord community. This is what you want. Like I
yeah,
would choose any day of the week, having 1,000 raving fans rather than 100,000 followers that maybe are going to interact, maybe not. You get some dopamine there, some likes, reposts. But I mean, this is just like metrics for Twitter, for X. They're getting benefit
yeah.
from this, not you, especially if you have a business that you want to run on social media, right?
Yeah, ultimately, like we don't want followers, we want fans, and
Yeah.
if if we actually help solve their problems, they will actually go ahead and buy stuff from you, and they would care about you in the future. Otherwise, it's of no use. Like those are just vanity metrics, and they will fuck up with your head at one moment because whenever the algorithm flips, so those metrics they will go down, and then you will because your dopamine levels are fried, and
Yeah.
when that happens you will feel a little low. It happened with me actually when I
Oh,
was at
really?
like 10,000 followers. There was a time when I did not post for like 1 or 2 days, like not I was not very consistent, and
That's
then
illegal, man.
suddenly
You cannot skip you cannot skip post day. Like you can skip leg day, but never skip post day.
no, I did not skip the posting. I just posted only one tweet per day. So, like for 2, 3 days, I was not very active. I did not reply to the comments. And suddenly, on the fourth day, I realized, okay, I'm not getting as many engagements I was
Ooh.
getting 4 days before. So I felt a little low. And then I thought that, okay, this is not right because I cannot let my engagement dictate my feelings, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
dangerous position to be in. And that is when I realized, okay, something is not right. And luckily, I got the same call with Tanmay at that point, and he put me on the right path. So yeah, man.
That's
Like,
super good, man. Like I really agree with that because I think you raise here a point that I was discussing with a friend of mine last week, where you're like, it's a very dangerous, I wouldn't say like very dangerous game, but it's like it's a difficult game you're playing with the platform. Because
yeah,
the thing is, you are trying, of course, you are leveraging the platform, right? To offer your services, to show your content, grow your business. But at the same time, the platform is trying to get you to post more, to engage more, to feed it more engagement. And I also struggle with this because sometimes I am on some days, it's like I'm checking the phone every 15 minutes to get notification, and you get them, right? Because you're very active. So you get notifications all the time. So you answer some comments. And one day I just woke up and it's like, I was like, one afternoon, I was like in the office, right? It was like 5 p.m. I was scrolling, answering some comments, scrolling again, checking some stuff on the internet. And then I suddenly see it was like 8:30 p.m. I didn't go to the gym. And I was like, in my mind, I took my journal and I was like, what the hell did I do in the last 3 hours? Nothing. And I
nothing.
got
Yeah,
so pissed about this. And I was like, man, I just wasted 3 hours building nothing, just answering comments. where they even like at least be strategic about it. Like answer to the
Yeah,
comments of the people you think you can bring value. You want to nurture a relationship. So that's where it was the point where like I just installed the app from my phone.
yeah,
uh, I started scheduling, making time blocks to answer comments at specific times, because
yeah,
otherwise it's going to take you the whole day. If you like check the phone every half an hour, you can answer the whole day comments. But is this creating value? I mean, to get a bit of engagement, yeah, it's boosting a bit your algo, but this is not the real value. The real value
yeah,
is building a course, making a product, having a website, doing consulting, and that's something that really drives value and helps people, at least in my opinion. So
yeah.
that's what's kind of changed the game for me. Yeah.
That's true because I have also started doing something similar recently. Like if you see my profile, I don't post or reply to the comments as much. It feels bad for a while, but I
Yeah.
think people also should understand, like my audience should also understand that I am a human. I have a life offline and I'm doing a lot of things in my life. Like I have a kid, I have a family to look after. Then I have recently started working out. So because that I have not worked out in the last 10 years. So that takes a toll
Are you
on
going to rebrand? Are you going to go from Copy Sutra to Fit Sutra in the future? No, maybe.
maybe
When the
you never
AI
know.
wave dies and it's like you show people like you're actually you're buffed as fuck. It's like, oh, by
I
the way, guys, face reveal, you're like a super gigantic buffed guy. And I was like, oh my God,
I would love to be like that, but I don't think I will be. I'll become something like that anytime
it's the
soon because
mindset, man. It's the mindset. Come here, like, I want to see Buff Sutra. The next,
cool, man. I would like to be something like that, but I don't think it will happen anytime soon. So I'm
It will
okay
take a
being
bit of
Copy
time.
Sutra.
Nice. All right. Now, something else maybe. So, because we're talking here about giving value to people, right? So, I'll be curious if you want to share with us, for example, like what are, for example, maybe the current struggles that you're noticing from some people? Like you are helping people, you're trying to help people, right? So,
Yeah,
like, what are the struggles, for example, that you're noticing that people have with, like, with branding, with AI, with automation from your audience, and what services or how are you helping them? Maybe somebody who's looking at this interview will want to get in contact with you for your services. So, what would you say?
sure. So, right, I have recently started doing two things. In fact, like three things. Uh, 2 months ago, not 2 months ago, around like 40 days ago. So I did a survey and I asked my audience that what are their current struggles when it comes to creating their personal brand or creating content, right?
Yeah.
Because I have deep interest in both of the things. And I thought that moving ahead, rather than just posting about AI tools or ChatGPT or Midjourney, I would actually go ahead and try to see what kind of problems exist in those two areas. And then
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people, they have obviously a lot of people, they replied to me, they did the survey. And what I have found out that most people, they could not find the niche, they could not find time to properly post content online, they could not find ways to get more engagement, they could not find uh, ways to get more ideas on how to create uh, content. So those
Yeah.
were the common problems I saw all of them were having, and that is what I'm trying to solve right now with two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, I have created a Discord community where I have managed to get 30 different creators and entrepreneurs from different parts of the world, and including you as well.
Including your golden boy here. Is like I'm
Yeah,
part of that great community, folks. If you want to join it, ask Sutra.
thank you so much.
Only for
And
today, I think it's 999 only for friends, right? That's how it works.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
You
For
get a
you,
$1 discount. You get a $1 discount if you watch this episode.
yeah, exactly. So just hit me up on
Yeah,
Twitter for that.
nice.
Okay,
Hmm.
so I'm building that community, and the other thing I'm doing is I have started a newsletter. So slowly, gradually, I've now the thing is that there are so many people out there who are talking about personal branding, who are talking about content creation, but the different thing I'm trying to do here is I'm blending AI with these two topics, right? Because
Mm.
I have been trying chat gpt and midjourney and other AI tools for the past like 8 months, and
Hmm.
so I have gathered a lot of information and a lot of knowledge and on how to use them in your daily life, on your in your business, in your workflows. So I thought that why not mix these two together and provide some kind of value around that. So now I will work with these 30 people, and through my newsletter, I will try to send the same message out to my audience, and hopefully I will solve their problems. And while doing that, I will create some of my own products, and probably
Yeah.
start my own service where I will start consulting other people on how to do it themselves. So that is my plan for the next 5 6 months. I'm still figuring out a lot of things. I don't have any offer right now, but this is the foundation I'm building for the
But I
next
think you
5
have a wait list. Like I think you have a wait list if people actually want to join your consulting. I think you're gonna take 2 3 people
Yeah,
if they ask
actually.
really nicely.
See, the thing is, I've already consulted two people. So one, I think you already know Adam, AI Fast
Yeah.
Track. So I've already consulted him for the first 1 month, and he got some good
Super nice
results.
guy.
Yeah,
Probably
super
gonna also
nice guy.
bring him on an episode. He's like a super expert with Bubble. I love him. Adam is
Yeah,
super
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
should get in touch with him and get him on the
Mhm.
podcast. So I have consulted him for 1 month, and he really liked my service. He got some value, and then I thought that okay, I will focus on building the community and my newsletter first, and then I will
Yeah.
open up the consultation from November or December. But I think last week, no, not last week, this week in the middle, I got one person. He reached out to me. I did not have any open offers. He reached out to me, and now I will start working him with him on from Monday onwards, next week
Yeah,
onwards.
that's great. That's why I'm saying, like, put it
Yeah,
out there, man. I know you can deliver value. Just have something, and people they want to get in touch with you, right? Throw
yeah,
them a calendar list. Throw them, I don't know, like some email or something like, "Hey, register here for the wait list. I'm gonna be glad to give you some value because I know you can deliver it. So why not put
yeah.
yourself out there, right?"
Yeah, so like that's a problem with me because I think too much. I think that what are people going to think about me? Will I be able to? I actually doubt myself a lot, and
Hmm.
that is why I was anxious before getting into the pod. But I thought, like, let's fuck it, man. I will do
You
it.
got this, man. You
And
got this. No, the people will love you. Trust me. The people will love you. You're doing great. You're doing great.
thanks, man. Thanks, Alex. Thanks a lot.
All right. And to wrap this up, because again, like I know, like I said, took a bit more time than normal. Like I told you, it's going to be around 30 minutes. So if people want to reach out, right, to get your newsletter, to get your consulting, to be part of the Discord community, and all of the cool stuff that you're building, where can they find you?
So the best way to reach out to me is through Twitter. My handle is Copy Sutra. I hope Alex will put the links down there. Otherwise, I will comment on it
I'll
whenever he
try my best.
releases.
Otherwise, just comment. Just comment. Be
Yeah,
like, hey guys, it's me in the video. Come on, join.
yeah.
Okay.
So another
All right.
thing, they can find my newsletter. It's called Personal Brand. In the brand, I have put AI instead of just I. Sorry, instead of just A.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Personal
So
Bray and okay, I see what you're doing.
so it's a
Nice.
little tough. I'm now I'm thinking to change it also, because,
Maybe.
like,
I don't know. You could.
yeah, maybe. So for now I got some good feedback and some bad feedback. It's a little mix, so I might change it later on, but for now it is how it is. And so
All
these
right.
are two places where you can find me.
All right. I'm already there. I'm already following him everywhere. So like he's a great guy, folks. If you watched this episode until now, come on. Come on. Go check him out. He loves Fanta, he loves orange. You also love orange at this point. Go check him out. So thank you everybody for tuning in today and see you in the next episode. Sutra, thank you so much for your time today and keep up the good work with branding, AI, copywriting, all that you do. Just do it 10 times more because
Thanks,
you're great.
Alex. Thanks a lot.
All
Thanks
right.
for having
Have a great day,
having me
my
here.
friend.
Same to
Ciao.
you, Alex. Bye. Ciao.